What is going on YouTube? Joe here with Color Nation Media, bringing you another episode of Pokemon X and Y Battle Spot Live. This is episode number 92, and today we are sitting at a 35 game differential. 109 and 74 is our record. Wow, I actually remembered that. I had to hesitate a little bit, but I did remember it. There's the first time for everything, ladies and gents. Today we're bringing the same team as last time, which actually did surprisingly well. I think we could have got 2 out of the 3 wins in yesterday's episode if we didn't get like completely hacked out in the first battle, or at least we would have made it close. But that's still living in the past. I need to get over that, Need to get over that. So today we're going to try to get a double victory, or at least go 1-1, because we had 2 losses in each of the last couple of episodes, and I don't like that one bit. So we're going to try to change that today. I'll go over the team as a refresher for you guys in case you forgot what we're running in a second. But before I do that, remember, if you would like to show your support to the channel and the series, and I hope you guys do, all you got to do is click that thumbs up button right below this video. You can leave a comment, let me know your feedback, what your thoughts are, if you like the series, if you think I'm a big stupid poopy butt face, that's fine. Go ahead and put that down there. Just say it in a nice way. Just say, hey man, I think you're a big poopy butt face, but you know, you're still cool and such, and then I won't get upset and sad and cry all night. Anyway, we are running a specially offensive Lucario with Nasty Plot and Focus Sash, so that's pretty cool. Put in an okay amount of work in the last battle of the last episode. And we have specially defensive Milotic. We have a Choice Scarf Darmanitan, Guts, a Toxic Orb, a Swellow, and then physically defensive a Tangela and Assault Vest Drapion. So I was pretty happy overall how this team performed last time around. I didn't play the best. I got outplayed in the second battle, and I made some careless mistakes in the final battle as well, so we're going to try to change that. My opponent is bringing Scizor, Metagross, Togekiss, Dusknoir, Greninja, and a Volcarona, so some pretty cool stuff you don't see all the time, at least with the Dusknoir, that is, and the Metagross. Metagross is not overly common, at least not this generation, because of the Steel nerf. Now, let's see, what do I want to start off with? I do see that a weakness to fire-type moves is very much so present. Darmanitan is going to be an issue for his team because we outspeed the Greninja. We can one-shot the Scizor, one-shot the Metagross, pretty sure. And then I don't know that we can one-shot the Togekiss, so we can deal a lot of damage to it. I mean, it could very easily T-Wave us, and that would be unfortunate. Definitely be unfortunate. Let's see. I think I want to start off with... I actually don't know. I actually don't know. I think we are going to start off with the Darmanitan, and I'm going to bring the Milotic. That way I have some kind of fodder as far as T-Wave, because I'm really afraid of that T-Wave Togekiss. And then I think I want to bring the Lucario as well for the Focus Sash. We can't really touch that Volcarona, but we can outspeed and get rid of the Greninja, which would be great. And outspeed, I'm talking about Vacuum Wave, which would be super effective. And I think it might just... I mean, if it has any prior damage, I'm pretty sure it will just get rid of it. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. And Flash Cannon is also going to be nice for the Togekiss if he's bringing that. I mean, we'd end up getting T-Waved, but it would be a trade-off. I'd rather get T-Waved and get rid of the Togekiss. So we shall see. We shall see how things go. Esteban is issuing a challenge. He's going to start off with Volcarona. He's not wasting any time. Going to try to set up all over the place. But we're just going to go for a Rock Slide. I see no reason not to. I see no reason not to. If he has the Metagross, he's going to switch that in here. Because I don't know that we can... Well, no, he's not going to switch that in here because Flare Blitz is very much so a possibility. I mean, locking myself into Flare Blitz, I think, is actually more beneficial. Because there's no chance to miss, and while I take Recoil, his team just doesn't like it at all. I mean, and I'm adamant. I'm pretty sure it's gonna one-shot. Let's go for the Flare Blitz. That's what we're doing. We are gonna outspeed, obviously, because I'm Choice Scarf, and nobody runs Choice Scarf Volcarona. We'll see how much this does. Was that a good play? It was, because he has the Focus Sash, so he's going to set up a Quiver Dance here. Yes, indeed he is. And, okay, that's not the best thing in the world, but what we can do is, because, let's see, if he's timid, He's timid. Let's see. Volcarona's base 100. Darmanitan is base 95, but I'm adamant, so I don't want to stay in here. If I was Jolly and he was modest, I would have a chance to outspeed still, but I'm not really about to play those games. He's probably going to go for a Bug Buzz at +1. Will that be enough to two-shot Milotic? I don't know if it's worth trying to even switch it in here. I really don't know, to be perfectly honest with you guys. Actually, you know what? We are going to try it. We're going to try it. It's a little bit of a risk, but we're going to go for it because we're fully specially defensive. I know this is a Volcarona, and Bug Buzz is going to hurt, but will it do 50%? That is the question. We goes for the Psychic. Why would you go for the Psychic? That's not going to two-shot. And judging by how much damage that did with Stab, Bug Buzz may have just done about 50%. So that may have just been a bad play on my part, and my opponent made a bad play as well by going for the Psychic. There's nothing on my team. I mean, just look at it below. There's nothing on my team that Psychic is going to do a lot of damage to. Unless you were really thinking I'm going to switch in a Flying type, which would be Swellow. I would never switch that in to take hits, really, ever. I mean, unless I predicted an Earthquake. So we're going to go for a Scald here. He's going to stay in and go for a Bug Buzz, and that's going to deal a crap ton of damage, but he's not going to kill. And he gets the special D-drop, but that doesn't matter because we are already at a low enough HP where anything can come in and revenge us. But getting rid of Volcarona and not having to really just fodder any of our Pokemon, that is a good position to be in. I'm happy with that because we can handle the Greninja, we can handle the Scizor. So I'm not feeling like we're in a bad spot here at all. The Togekiss is coming in. What are you gonna do? I have no idea what you're gonna do, but I kind of want to just Scald you. Or do I want to Toxic you? Decisions, decisions, decisions. I'm gonna Scald. Going for the Scald here. I mean, if we get a burn, that'd be great, but I want to deal as much damage. We outspeed. Why are we outspeeding a Togekiss? We do get the burn. It would have been great to get that burn previously on him. Oh, he has the Lumberry. Never mind. T-Wave. Really? Are you really going to Power Flinch me right now? Honestly? Do we have to do this? He looks like he's specially defensive too. I should have Toxiced him. Should have Toxiced him. I'm going to try to Toxic you right now. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Going for the Toxic. We see the Air Slash and we avoid the attack. We get the Toxic off. Yes! Yes! Oh my goodness, you deserve that so much for being a power flinching poop face. Yes, those are some choice words, my friend. Poop face. I called you a poop face. I don't even regret it. Now we're going for the Recover. Because if you want to play these games, I'm going to try to stall you. I'm going to try to stall you. I'm going to try to Toxic stall you. That's what you get. He's going to Air Slash. I don't think it's going to do a whole lot. Okay, never mind. That does a lot, and we flinch and can't move. So another Air Slash is going to take us out. But with the extra toxic damage... Oh yeah, with the extra toxic damage coming at the end of this turn, we're going to be able to come in with either Darmanitan or Lucario and finish him off. So this is not an issue at all. Not an issue at all. Go for the Air Slash, that's fine. And you're going to take all kinds of toxic damage, and it's going to be unfortunate. You're going to be upset about it, and you're just going to be a sad little kitty cat. Now, I'm going to say he's specially defensive, so I really want to go into Darmanitan here. But at the same time, I feel like a Stab Flash Cannon coming off of Lucario is going to be enough. I really do feel that way. So we're going to go into the Lucario here. If Flash Cannon doesn't kill, I'm going to be the sad kitty cat or sad panda or sad something. Because he's going to T-Wave me and I'm just going to be... I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be craziness. He may switch out here. No, he's going to stay in to take the Flash Cannon. We outspeed, obviously, because Milotic was outspeeding. And yep, Flash Cannon is enough to take out this Togekiss. Which I thought it would be, because I think I'm running Modest, not Timid. Which may not be the best thing in the world just because Lucario is at a low speed tier of 90, which isn't the best for UU and above. What are you going to go for? Scald, I guess? Extra Sensory, maybe? Extra Sensory would be a good play, because our Sphere is not going to do a whole lot. Or are you going to try to... I mean, if you go for Dark Pulses for flinches, if you really want to play that way, I'm going to get a justified boost. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Let's go for the R-Sphere for damage. He is going to go for the extra sensory. That was a good play on my opponent's part. Very good play, predicting the psychic type, or not the psychic type, predicting the fighting type move. We see the life orb. R-Sphere is not going to be doing that much at all. And that extra sensory did a lot of damage. Actually, that R-Sphere did a lot of damage. And, I mean, it doesn't matter what we go for at this point. I'll just go for a Vacuum Wave just to get some more chip damage off. But, like I said, it's not going to... Wow, was that a crit? That did a lot of damage for a not very effective hit. We're going to see the Scald here, which is going to take our Lucario out, which is fine because we still have Darmanitan waiting in the wings. So we're going to pick up a victory to start off this episode, and it's been a while since we've opened an episode with a victory. Actually, I think it's only been like 2 or 3 episodes, but still, feels like it's been a long time, so I'm sorry. But yeah, he's not Scarfed, and we can just go for the EQ. It doesn't really matter what we go for. I think we could just sneeze on this Greninja at this point, and he would just fall over because he's a Greninja. It's pretty darn frail. He doesn't have a lot of HP remaining. And yeah, so we were 109 and 74 coming into this episode, so we are 110 and 74 now. So back up to that 36 game differential with a chance to get back up to 37. And I'm pretty excited about that. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty excited about that little fact of life. My team performed very well there. I'm very happy. You know what? It just makes the victory so much sweeter when you go up against people who use stupid tactics. I'm sorry. It's legitimate. It's a legitimate tactic, but it's stupid. It really, really is. Power flinching nonsense. Beating that is so rewarding and fulfilling. Oh my goodness, it feels so good. So good. So we're up against someone from Japan, Osaka. And, oh, they're bringing power. Power. Tyranitar, Heatran, Landorus, Aegislash, Virizion, and Azumarill. So, where do we even start here? I don't know. I see a lot of very powerful physical attackers. Aegislash could be mixed. It could be a whole bunch of different things. So we don't really know what that is. Heatran is always special, so that is something to keep in mind. Lucario just kind of does a lot to this team. I don't think we can one-shot the Tyranitar in the sand with the special defense boost. I don't think we can one-shot Heatran either, but I'm pretty sure we can two-shot both of them. Pretty sure. So, what do we want to start off with here? I don't think Swellow is a good Pokemon to bring because we got Intimidate and 3 Pokemon that resist both Facade and Brave Bird, so, oh, and actually some of them resist U-turn also, so there's really no reason to bring it whatsoever. I kind of am feeling the Darmanitan because it just does a lot to everything except for freaking Azumarill, which is going to be a problem. That Azumarill is definitely going to be a problem, which is why I want to bring the Drapion. Really, I do really want to bring the Drapion. So I think I'm actually going to lead off with the Lucario, and actually the Landorus could be a lead here. So we're actually going to see if I bring Drapion and Lucario, we're going to have 3 Pokemon weak to ground, and that is an issue. I need to pick. Alright, I'm picking the Milotic. We're not bringing the Lucario, and I don't know if that's the best thing. I really don't. We have the Drapion for the Azumarill. We can handle that because we take neutral damage from all his attacks, and we have a decent physical defensive stat. So I'm hoping that we don't really need Lucario in this match. The Virizion is going to start things off against Darmanitan, and we're going to see a switch here. And I kind of want to just U-turn out to see what he switches into, or what she switches into. Because if it's the Heatran, we can bring in Milotic and be in a good position. But at the same time, I mean, if I go for a Flare Blitz and we're locked into that and he gets the Flash Fire boost, I don't really want that. Don't really want that. He could also have the Tyranitar that can come in. The Landorus, I guess, could come in. I mean, it's going to take a lot of damage to a Flare Blitz. Would you bring the Heatran just from seeing the Darmanitan? I don't know. I don't know. I really feel like the switch is coming now. So we're going to go for the U-turn. I don't think you're leaving your Virizion in on this. Nope, he's not. We're going to switch out. If it's the Heatran, I kind of wish I went for the EQ. But what you gonna do? It is the Heatran, so I should have went for the EQ because I don't see the air balloon. That does absolutely no damage whatsoever. And, let's see what to go into now. We can go into Drapion because we have an Assault Vest. We're not gonna like getting burned, but we have the EQ. So we should outspeed, actually. I mean, Scarf Heatran is also a thing, but we have the Assault Vest. So I feel relatively safe going into Drapion here, as opposed to Milotic, because Scald's not going to kill, we can't burn it, and we could very easily get Toxic. We see the Lefty, so it's probably sub-Toxic Protect nonsense. I'm really hoping that's not the case. But actually, I'm really hoping that you stay in here. That would be like the best case scenario if you can just stay in. Will you? Actually, knockoff might be our better play. No, never mind. The Virizion is there. We can knock off its item, but it's got the Justify. We don't want to give it a free attack boost for no reason. So let's go for the EQ. I don't think they're staying in, but yeah, we're gonna see the withdrawal here, scouting for the EQ, or maybe predicting it. I'm not really sure, or it could just be that it's a Toxic Stalling Heatran. And we see the Landorus, which is gonna get the Intimidate off. Not a bad play at all. Darmanitan can't really come in here. I kind of want to knock off its item, but at the same time, I kind of don't want to just get destroyed by whatever this thing is going to go for, which is probably a ground type move, I'm guessing. So we're going to go into the Milotic. I should be able to take 2 hits, I'm hoping. If we can't, I think we might just lose this match, actually. There's the EQ. Ooh, that's a physical hit. Can we take 2 of those? No. Oh, we can. We can with the lefties. Alright, now you're in a little bit of a pickle because you don't want that Virizion getting burned, and you don't want Heatran coming in on a Scald, I don't think, and you don't want to leave a Landorus in on a Scald. So, what you gonna do now? What you gonna do? I'm just gonna go for the Scald, though. That's the play to make. We're gonna see the withdrawal here, and Virizion is coming out, predicting that Scald, I'm guessing. It could be Lumberry. Oh no, the Heatran is coming out. Because I guess you're especially defensive. That does a lot of damage. That does way more damage than I thought it would. But I kind of want to go into Drapion now, predicting a Toxic. Let's see. So you brought like, I just noticed this, and I don't want to like get into this argument about, oh, you brought legendary Pokemon, but this person literally brought 3 legendary Pokemon to battle. Just saying. If that's not tryhard, I don't know what is. And granted, I don't have anything against legendary Pokemon at all. I personally don't use them, but they're in Smogon metagames. I follow Smogon rules, so I see them all the time. I don't think that they're crazy overpowered, and some people get upset as soon as they see a legendary, like, oh, you can't use legendaries in battle. I'm not that person at all. But, I mean, come on, you're bringing a full team of them. That's a little bit ridiculous. Just saying, it's a little bit ridiculous. We're going to go into the Drapion here because I've been seeing lots of Toxic Stalling Heatrans. So, I hope that's what you go for. I hope you go for Toxic. Yep, you go for Toxic. You're so predictable. Let me guess. Sub, Protect, Toxic, some kind of fire type move. I don't know what, but I'm going for a knockoff here. Because what did you switch in last time? You switched in the what was it? The Landorus. We're not going to be dealing a whole lot of damage to that. We also can't switch in. We can't. Yeah, that's a problem. We can't really switch in Milotic on another EQ. So that is unfortunate. We we can predict the Landorus to come out right now and go back into the Milotic. Pull a double here. Because he has to know that the EQ is coming. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to pull a double into the Milotic, predicting the Landorus to come back out for the Intimidate, and predicting us to go for an EQ. So we'll see what happens here. No, he goes for the Protect. Okay, so we're going to get some free lefties off. But I don't know that I understand that play. Maybe just a scout to see what I'm going to do. I mean, that's not a bad play at all. It's not a bad play to see what your opponent's going to do. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Let's go ahead and go for... Do I go for a Scald? That is the question. I kind of need this Milotic. I am going to go for the Scald. He's probably going to stay in Toxic. He outspeeds this time. Did I outspeed before? Or did I not stay in before? I don't know. I don't really know. That's not going to be enough to kill. It does a good amount of damage, but it's not enough to kill. And if he wants to set up a sub, that's fine while I switch. He's probably just going to Protect, though, because he's that kind of person. Toxic stalling Heatran. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, I'll tell you what, we're not having a double, or not having a bonus battle in this episode. That is for sure. I kind of want to go into Darmanitan. But no. But no, never mind. I don't kind of want to do that. We're going into Drapion here. And we're at a range where Milotic can take an EQ and fire a Scald off. And that might just be what we need to do to win the match. So we're going to see the Protect there because you don't seem to have any other strategy other than to click Toxic, click Protect, switch out if it's a Poison type or a Steel type. Such a wonderful strategy. We might see it Protect again here just for lefties damage. So I actually would like to go for the knockoff. He's going to Protect to see what we're going to go for. And he's going to see the knockoff and be like, oh, we can get a free switch into Virizion. It's going to be a fun time. I hope that you do that. I sincerely hope that you go into Virizion here because I'm going to go for the Poison Jab now. Predicting that Virizion to come out. Nope. We see the Magma Storm. Alright, so we got outplayed there. And there's the Magma Storm. That is going to deal a nice amount of damage. We're trapped by Swirling Magma. Huh, man. Now we're in a little bit of a pickle. We are definitely in a little bit of a pickle. I'm going to go for the EQ this time. We'll see if he wants to switch out or stay in. No, he's going to go for the Protect. Why do you Protect every other turn? I don't get it. That's all you do is Protect. Protect, 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 Protect. He's back up into the green because of lefties, which is unfortunate. This is painful. Oh my goodness, we're hurt by the Magma Storm. And, if he switches now, which he might, that's really not going to put me in the best position. It really is not. I kind of want to go for a knockoff. Or I guess an Aqua Tail would be the better play. I don't know that Aqua Tail will kill. That's the thing. That is the issue I'm having. I'm going to go for the Aqua Tail, just in case the Landorus wants to come out. Because we can at least hit it for super effective damage. Show me the Landorus! Show me the Landorus! No, it's the Virizion. And, oh, he avoids the attack. Ah! Really? Well, now, we just die, basically. We just die. Let's see, what do I want to go for? What do I want to go for? I guess a Poison Jab is what I want to go for. And Leaf Blade, maybe predicting the Milotic to come in. That's not going to kill. Ooh, we survive with 2 HP. Wow, we get a Poison Jab off. Was that a crit? That was a crit! Oh, we needed that. We needed that so badly. Oh my goodness, that's really unfortunate for my opponent. But I don't feel bad for you because you are a toxic stalling poop face. Sorry to say, but you are. You really are. Now, With that Virizion out of the way, that puts us in a great position. Because Milotic, like I said, can take an EQ and fire off a Scald to either just about kill that Heatran off, or it's going to just destroy this Landorus' life. At this point, I see no reason to just not go for a knockoff, get rid of whatever item he's holding. He is going to go for the EQ. Not a bad play. Not a bad play at all. And I don't want to go into the Darmanitan yet because he can switch out. I mean, I can't go for a Flare Blitz. I would have to go for a Rock Slide. That's not going to one-shot. So the EQ would just kind of poop on me. So I don't want to do that. We're going to go into the Milotic and hope that we don't get destroyed by max damage here. And I'm guessing you're going to want to stay in, because you don't want to switch Heatran in on a Scald. That is going to just about kill it. So, Scald it is. We're gonna. Oh, you are gonna switch in the Heatran to try to rack up the poison damage. Okay. Well, that's perfectly fine by me. Perfectly fine by me. There's the Scald. And that is just barely not gonna take this Heatran out. Just barely. Oh, I don't like that. So we've seen, let's see, let's go over the moves that we've seen. He can't sub from that HP. If anything, he's going to try to protect. Or Magma Storm. That's very possible that he goes for the Magma Storm, predicting a recover. But I'm thinking that protect is coming first. We could switch out into the Darmanitan, but that's not going to do us a lot of good because the U-turn won't kill this thing. We'd have to go for Rock Slide. And if he switches in the Landorus, we're just in trouble. We would just be in trouble because we would have to then lock ourselves into Flare Blitz, and Flare Blitz will not kill Heatran because he's got Flash Fire. So we can't be locked into that as our last move. So I'm actually going to go for the recover here, predicting the protect. Yep, there's the protect. Oh, you're so unpredictable. You're so unpredictable. How ever did you choose that move? I don't get it. I don't get the thought process. Why am I talking with a high-pitched voice like this? Trying to sound like I'm a little kid, and I'm not a little kid. I don't know. I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry. That just sounded ridiculous. We can take toxic damage and a Magma Storm, and I think an EQ. So at this point, unless you're going to go for the double protect, what do you really have to do? I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to go for the Scald. What are you going to do? You have to sacrifice something. And now you're going to think long and hard, aren't you? Yes, you are. He's going to go for the double protect, and it fails. Of course you go for the double protect. Heatran is gone, and we may have won this match. I don't know. He can still get a crit on the Milotic, or it's possible that we just don't survive the EQ. Very possible. Oh my goodness, if we win this match, I will be so happy. It's looking like we're going to survive. It really looks like Milotic will survive because we are poisoned, remember, and we have the Marvel Scale activated, so our defense is up. And he has to get the Intimidate off on the Milotic, so Darmanitan can come in and clean up if Scald does not one-shot. I think we have this in the bag, unless we see a crit here. He's going to go for the EQ. That's his only play. That is your only play. That doesn't do anywhere near as much as you need it to. Scald doesn't also do as much as we needed it to. Well, I guess it does. I mean, it's not a one-shot. And with the toxic damage, let's see. With the toxic damage, yeah, we go to a point where we're going to die here. Now, the question is, are you Scarfed? I don't know what Landorus' Therion's base speed is. If he's Scarfed, actually, we might lose. So, I don't know. It doesn't look like Choice Banded damage. Doesn't look like Choice Banded damage at all. We haven't seen a Life Orb. I mean, I guess he could be Life Orb Sheer Force, right? Does he get Sheer Force? No, he gets Intimidate. I don't know what I'm talking about. The other Landorus form is the one that gets Sheer Force. So what would you be carrying? You're not carrying a Focus Sash. I don't know. Maybe he is Scarfed. If he's Scarfed, I think we lose. He's going to go for the EQ again. And he's only shown EQ. I'm starting to wonder if he's Scarfed. If he's Scarfed, oh my goodness. We are going to lose. This is a nail biter. This is really a nail biter. And he hasn't forfeited either. So I'm kind of thinking maybe he is Scarfed. I mean, Flare Blitz is our only play. Let's see what he goes for. No, we outspeed. I guess he's either not Scarfed or Landorus is slower than Darmanitan. I'm not familiar with Landorus T's speed tier. But we're gonna get the victory in this match. That means double victory today. Oh, that was amazing. That was a great match, despite your very annoying Heatran tactics, which I did not appreciate. Still a very good match, and this person was still a solid player with the switches that they made. That crit on the Virizion was very, very unfortunate. I will say that much. It definitely mattered. There's no way a Poison Jab was taking out Virizion in one hit. So that, yeah, definitely mattered. So I'm sorry about, actually, no, I'm not sorry. Never mind. Never mind. I take that back. I revoke that apology. I am not sorry because you used Toxic Stalling Heatran. So, not sorry at all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oh yeah, I should probably tell you what the record is. Great, here we go again. It's on the screen because I edited it in afterwards and I just don't know what it is when I'm actually recording. We were 110 and 74, right? 36 game differential. Yeah, so we're back up to a 37 game differential now. 111 and 74. That would be 37 games because I can actually do math sometimes. So yeah, there we go. We have a chance to get up to 39 game differential in the next episode. So I hope you guys are around for that because I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited. This team is doing some serious work. It really, really is. So like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you leave a thumbs up down below this video. It does really help out a lot. And make sure you leave a comment. Tell me what you thought of the video. Tell me if you think I am a nice person, if you think I am a big, stupid face. I don't know. I'm running out of names to call myself. And I don't want to resort to obscenities because I just don't. I don't know. I'm not that kind of guy. Anyway, that is it for this time. And I will see you all for the next episode. But until then, game on.